Hello everybody, my name is Axle-ottl man and you can call me Axel. Hello everybody, my name is Axle-ottl man, but you can call me Axel, and today we are going to be playing Kyle is Famous. Now, I've only got the free edition of this because I am broke. Let's be honest here. I haven't played this game before, but I've seen other people play it, and I have forgotten what it's about. Okay, Kyle woke up. He is famous. Kyle is the host of the most popular talk show in recent memory, Stay Up Late with Kyle. Stay Up Late with Kyle has grown in popularity quickly in the last year, and the public has noticed. Inside has called Kyle a most excellent dumpy white man. Top Tech noted that Kyle is inspiring youth to explore STEM fields. Most other talk shows are dedicated to discussing Kyle and his personal details. Most online videos are best-of clips taken from Kyle's latest broadcast. The eye of the world is upon Kyle. Tonight is Kyle's most important guest interview yet. Stay Up Late with Kyle will be featuring Rachel May. She is a kind and lovely philanthropist. She is dear to the hearts of many. This interview requires preparation. Kyle cracked his eyes open, knowing today is his last chance to prepare for the interview. Kyle has 30 hours left. He must choose his actions wisely. So, that's introduced you to the story. I basically get to make decisions. I can either... Kyle decided to stay put and wither away. Kyle withered successfully and died. Shucks. Kyle is now a ghost. This does not relieve him of his responsibilities. Okay. Kyle exited his bed and took a quick glance around his bedroom. Kyle opened the closet. It was dark and he could only really see his hanging shirts. Kyle decided to take some time to choose the perfect outfit, knowing how important his appearance is. Kyle decided on a fashion-forward casual style. He could barely see out of the goggles. Kyle returned to the centre of the bedroom. We're going to exit. Kyle walked into the small hallway that connected the rooms of his apartment together. Kitchen. Kyle walked to the centre of the kitchen. Kyle wanted to access the pantry but found it was locked with a small keyhole. Okay. Well, you see, there are many stupid options. I am going to choose every single one of them. Well, there was another one, but yeah. Kyle started to grab condiments from the fridge, squirting them into his mouth with his hands. Ketchup, horseradish, and mayonnaise entered Kyle's mouth at a rate that soon overwhelmed his ability to swallow. Kyle spewed the excess condiment slurry across the kitchen, covering the furniture and walls. Kyle continued until all of the condiments had been emptied. We're going to return to the hallway. Now leave the apartment. Text door. Techno Gym, an elaborate cutout mascot playing soft music. We're gonna steal Techno Gym. Quickly, before the attendant could acknowledge him, Kyle grabbed Techno Gym by the shoulders. Finding that Techno Gym's cardboard feet were bolted to the ground, Kyle started to heave upwards. After several tugs, Techno Gym broke free, leaving one foot and one leg behind. Kyle glanced at the attendant, who was staring bewildered, and ran outside. We now have Techno Gym. These are the different things that we've got and acquired. So, we're a ghost, casual clothes, we've had food, and we now have Techno Gym. We'll visit our downstairs neighbour. Okay, right. Good morning, neighbour, said Kyle cheerfully. Gabby looked at Kyle expectantly. Ask Gabby about Gabby. Gabby, asked Kyle. Tell me about yourself. Chloe stiffened. Oh, you know, she said, putting on a fake smile. I just sit around here. Kyle hurried to the set. Per normal, he ceased to be a ghost before he arrived. Sitting across from his host chair was a glamorous woman with an air of genuinity. As Kyle approached her, Rachel looked up and smiled. Good evening, Kyle, she said, looking him in the eyes. I've been looking forward to being here. Interview Techno Jim instead. Kyle roughly shoved Rachel out of her seat and placed Techno Jim in her stead. Hello, Techno Jim, said Kyle. I'm going to interview you today. Kyle grasped Techno Jim's hand and tried to shake it, but instead tore it off of the cardboard frame. Kyle's producer, sensing viral media, pulled the bewildered Rachel out of the frame and motioned to the crew to go live. The cameraman moved, lights flashed, and suddenly the studio was on air. Hi, I'm Kyle, said Kyle, and tonight I'm going to interview a very special guest. He pointed to Techno Jim using the dismembered arm. Techno Jim started to smoke from the heat of the lights. Would you like to introduce yourself? Asked Kyle. Knowing Jim would probably not speak, Kyle took it upon himself to be his voice as well. Hi, Kyle, he said, raising the pitch of his voice. My name is Rachel May, and I'm a very special guest. Rachel's expression of confusion turned to shock. Well, Rachel, you look way too thin and absolutely terrible, and you should feel ugly. Kyle gave Jim a meaningful stare. Oh, wow, Kyle, he said. I sure wish I could cook like I could cook. Well, Kyle, he said, I sure wish I could look like you. Techno Jim burst into flames. Instantaneously, the sprinkler system initiated. Curtains of water poured down from the rafters. Within seconds, the production equipment was doused in water. The set was soon abuzz with electrical fires. Oh, wait, that's cool. Look, it's got the little drops of water from the sprinklers on it. Kyle's crew abandoned their posts as cameramen and sound mixers to try and put the fire out. As the crew scrambled around, the cameras continued to run. Kyle sat motionless, staring forward. Eventually, the fires were all put out. Kyle's producer shut off the broadcast, leaving Kyle's vacant stare as the final frame. Kyle's ratings skyrocketed. Techno Jim became a staple on the show, often ending up destroyed by the end of each episode. Although Rachel did not come back on the show, her cardboard portrayal did. Rachel was very popular. So that's one ending. Too many. We have Kyle interviewed Rachel. Right. We're going to reset. So, this time we're going to actually try and make good decisions. We're going to choose a nice outfit. Oh, that's so bad. Okay. We're going to do it nice. Okay. Right. We're in a suit. We're going to sit at the desk. Write notes for the interview. Am I a mother? Is your mother a mother? Are you a mother? We're gonna go logical for this one. We're gonna do it stupidly next time, okay. What are some diet tips? Beef, mashed or blended. Ever eaten a raw egg whole? What's your funniest story? Do you ever smile? I purposely ran over a puppy. What's your guilty pleasure? Do you feel guilty? Are you guilty? Okay, so we've got the goods. We've got the small key. Maybe that's for the pantry. Wait, we're gonna go back to the room. We're gonna exit the bedroom. We're gonna go to the kitchen. Check the pantry. We're gonna unlock it. We'll look in the pantry. Ignore the pantry for now. Chug a bottle of lard. Grab a bottle of lard. Okay. Don't know what we'll need that for, but we're going to need to eat. We're going to prepare breakfast. We're going to eat it. Okay, we're going to return to the hallway. We're gonna check the locked door. Force the door. Okay. I was meant to be doing that seriously. Okay, well, we're going to the... Great. Well, now we've got amnesia. Sitting across from his host chair was a glamorous woman with an air of genuinity. Yada yada yada, we've already got this one. Good evening, Kyle, she said, looking him in the eyes. I've been looking forward to being here. Kyle responded. Forget her name from amnesia. Hello, you? Kyle's ears began to ring from his concussion. Rachel looked at Kyle, slightly confused, but continued smiling. Before she noticed the glazed look in Kyle's eyes, the producer approached. Time to get started, he said, putting a hand on Kyle's shoulder. Let's get stationed. Kyle sat in the nearest chair, which was Rachel's. After a moment, Rachel hesitantly sat in the host's chair. A moment after seating, the studio lights brightened and the cameras clicked on. Morning, everyone, said Kyle. My name is... Kyle made a desperate effort to remember his name, or really anything. Kyle looked at Rachel. Do you know who I am? He asked. Rachel looked back, confused. Who are you? Well, if you're not Kyle, I don't know who you are. Rachel smiled sweetly. Kyle made up his mind that he was probably Kyle. Well, he said, I'm Kyle. Long silence followed. Eventually Rachel spoke again. And I'm Rachel. Hi, everyone, she waved. Hi, Rachel, said Kyle. So, why are we here? Rachel was visibly worried. Ha, 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 funny, she said. Weren't you planning on asking me any questions? I mean, I don't have any ideas, said Kyle. I was kept staring at Rachel. Someone coughed. Kyle looked around and noticed the crew. Who on earth are all of you? He asked. Nobody answered. Kyle got out of his chair and walked to the frame, leaving Rachel alone with millions of viewers. Rachel smiled at the camera nervously. Well, she said, let me tell you some knock-knock jokes. Oh, that would be so embarrassing. Eventually, the producer ended the broadcast early due to technical issues. Kyle woke up in his bed the next day, remembering nothing about what had happened. Kyle forgot everything. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing, but not hit our head. I want to see what actually happens quickly, so let me just Okay, so we're back to this part. Okay. Good evening, Kyle, she said, looking him in the eyes. I've been looking forward to being here. Kyle responded. I so badly want to, but we're going to answer politely. We're trying to do this well. Okay. And I as well, Rachel, answered Kyle, extending his hand in greeting. You're a most welcome guest. After other mild exchange of pleasantries, Kyle and Rachel were prompted to take their places for the broadcast. A moment after seating, the studio lights brightened and the cameras clicked on. Evening, everyone, said Kyle, looking up the camera. Welcome back to Stay Up Late with Kyle. Tonight, I have the pleasure of interviewing the lovely Rachel May, who needs no more introduction. Kyle motioned to Rachel, who smiled and waved at the camera. Hello, Kyle, she said. I'm glad to be here. Well, I'm sure we'll have a lot to discuss, so might as well dive right in, said Kyle. No, we're doing it seriously, and then I'm going to be stupid with it. I'm very ready, said Rachel with a winning smile. Kyle produced the notes he had taken earlier. You a mother? Rachel, and I'm... What? Rachel, I and many others would love to know, are you a mother? Kyle looked up from his notes. Well, being a single woman with a career, she answered, that's not something that's crossed my mind. Rachel smiled genuinely at Kyle. Very reasonable indeed, said Kyle. He referenced his paper of questions. We're going to go with what's your funniest story. You've been involved in a lot of different things, said Kyle, but what's your funniest story? Well, that's a great question, Kyle, said Rachel. I think the story I always remember is the first time I tried to make dinner for my family. In the soup I made, I swapped out the water with milk and tipped the whole jar of salt into the pot. While my family was sick from trying to eat it, I swiped their things and locked myself in my room. Okay. Rachel laughed elegantly. I decided to move on. Right, we'll go diet tips. Don't break it. Cheat days can turn into a habit. But that doesn't mean a midnight snack here and there isn't allowed. Okay. Okay. What's your guilty pleasure? Dipping pickles in chocolate sauce. Well, I mean, I've never tried it, but that sounds disgusting. I don't know. Right, that was our final question. Oh, she's asking us something in return. Do you prepare for your interviews in advance? In advance, because you seem very together. Before Kyle could answer, the cameras shut down. The broadcast was over. Kyle returned home knowing the interview had gone well. As he lay in bed and drifted to sleep, he felt that perhaps something was still missing. Kyle prepared very well. Ooh, we unlocked more world options. Oh, wait. Right, scratch that. We're just gonna... Okay. Right, now we can be stupid with it. We're gonna... Ooh. Okay. We need to find a blade then, I suppose. Right, let's choose an outfit. We're gonna go with a suit of armour. Feels like the right thing to do. I don't know what you mean. We're gonna prepare because I want. Is your mother a mother? Ever eaten a raw egg whole? I purposely ran over a puppy. I would never. But are you guilty? Okay, perfect. Right, we're gonna go and get some food because otherwise we're not gonna be able to get anything. We're gonna eat it. Oh wait, no, I forgot. Oh, damn it, I forgot to get the bottle of lard. Down to the hallway. Down to bedroom. Sit at a desk. Check your straw. Is there more options? Oh, damn it. We're not gonna have. No! We don't have enough time. That's so annoying. Okay. Kyle hurried to the set. I'm gonna skip over this. We're gonna scream and spin in circles. Kyle stretched his arms wide, tilted his neck upwards, and was interrupted by his producer telling him and Rachel that I'm gonna insist. After several minutes, Kyle was finished. He slowly put his hands to his side and smiled. I'm ready, said Kyle. Rachel blinked at Kyle, shrugged, and walked over to the pool. Okay, we're starting the interview. Right. Why can we do that now? We have more options. Oh, wait, we unlocked more world options. However, said Carl, suddenly dropping his voice, Rachel May is not sitting next to me. She is not new to this show. She did not walk in before me. In fact, I am Rachel May. Rachel looked at Kyle confused and silently mouthed the words, You are who? Kyle stood up quickly and threw his arm up high above him, pointing upwards. I have never been Kyle, he proclaimed. I have never been the host of the show Stay Up Late with Kyle. I looked and pointed directly at the camera. I am here for but one reason, to interview myself. Kyle sat down in his chair and went to produce the notes he'd taken earlier. Kyle read the first question on his list. Is your mother a mother? Kyle replied, no, because I am my mother. And, continued Kyle, I am your mother, and everyone's mother, and also Rachel, and Kyle, and I'm also your children, and that woman you met in the coffee shop yesterday, and your high school best friend. And I'm your friend, and I'm that person next to you, and I'm also you. Kyle waved his arms around us. Nobody seemed to understand. It's a magic trick, shouted Kyle happily. I'm everyone now. I am everyone. Kyle got off and happily danced out to the studio. I'm so annoyed. Although not taken seriously at first, the sociologist quickly found that Kyle's claims were true. Somehow, magically, Kyle became everyone, and nobody else technically existed anymore. After a massive amount of study, it was found that Kyle had stumbled upon a very unexpected sociological loophole. Nobody really knew what to do with this newfound discovery, so they decided to do nothing. Kyle continued to be everyone. It was a strange time to be alive. Kyle was everyone. Okay, right. Now, I'm gonna do one. And when I show you, you're gonna just see the ending. You're not gonna see what I chose, right? You'll see the bits, which is kind of a giveaway. But you're not gonna see what I chose, okay? Right. We're back now. I will have covered these. And I'll have to cover me showing the word as well. But, we're going to see what we can do in this broadcast with everything that I've done. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Stay Up Late with Kyle. Tonight, I have the pleasure of interviewing the lovely Rachel May, who needs no more introduction. Okay. Hello, Kyle, she said. I'm glad to be here. Well, I'm sure we'll have a lot to discuss, but might as well dive right in. Dive right into this bottle, that is. Sorry. I hate everything to do with vomit. Okay. Well, we just threw up everywhere. Oh, I unlocked a new cursor. Hang on, wait. What is... Hang on. We're gonna do one more, and then I'm going to end the video. So, we're going to scavenge. Bugs. Bugs. We're gonna save them for... Okay, so we have bugs. So we're gonna open the closet. We're gonna choose an outfit. We're gonna go with swimming goggles. We love it. We love it. Okay. We're gonna... Do we want the lard? We don't want the lard. What do we want? Don't need to go there. Oh, well done me. I need to grab a flashlight. We're gonna grab change. Alright. Oh, I'm gonna have to eat though. Oh, I'm not gonna have enough. Damn it! Wait, I have the batteries. Okay. Okay, we're gonna answer politely. Gonna shake hands. Right, start the broadcast. Oh, lovely. Carl vomited all of the horrible things he did here. Okay, we're keeping the show running. Tonight I have the pleasure of introducing... Okay. Right. Yep. Okay. 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 Right. Knowing he had the eyes of millions upon him, Kyle came up with a solution quickly. I'm gonna produce the ball of bugs. Well, Rachel, I wanted to show this to you. Kyle produced the ball of bugs he had accumulated from his bedroom floor. Rachel took several beats to figure out what Kyle was holding in his hands. A look of horror crossed her face. Kyle, what on earth is that? She asked. Is it alive? Maybe, said Kyle. Here, watch this. Kyle, staring at Rachel, opened his mouth wide and slowly inserted the gooey ball of bugs. As Rachel watched, obviously unsettled, Kyle began to chew very slowly and intently. Attempting to swallow, Kyle coughed several times, covering Rachel in partially chewed bugs. Rachel sat stock still, processing what happened. Kyle finished swallowing and opened his mouth to show that there were no bugs left. Well, that was satisfying. Slimy, yet satisfying, he said, smiling widely at the camera. Rachel got out of her seat and left the studio. Kyle prepared by eating bugs. Okay, so it's a really good game and it has many, many more endings to it. And I personally really enjoyed it. So that was Kyle is Famous, if you want to play it yourself. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!